All right, back to you.
Unbelievable, Janice. Yeah, we were here all weekend. Jed and I covering it. It just won't stop. Listen, we're going to go now and check in with Catherine Bodak from our Fox affiliate in Cincinnati, joining us live, actually in Dayton, where people are waking up to destroyed homes and no power. Catherine, what's going on there?
You know what? It's awful out here, guys. We're just outside of Dayton, about 8 miles to be exact. And this is a heavily populated area right behind me. You can see the damage. A powerful set of storms rolled through this area in the overnight hours, and the sun just came up, and now we're checking out the damage. And we can see twisted trees. You know, that's something the National Weather Service will come out here today and survey, whether the trees are laying all in one direction or they're twisted around. From our humble survey, you know, of this area, there's certainly debris scattered everywhere. Behind us, you see this old barn, that top of it, that shed that was just pushed right off of it, and that tree right in front of it. Notice how the bark on that tree is shaved off kind of all the way around. That would certainly be an indication that there was twisting winds in this area, and it's pretty devastating. The house behind it, the entire front of that house was torn off. And as we cross the road here, you can see all of the debris. The insulation folks are going to have to clean up today. And there's the side of a garage that's gone. The car in the garage, the windows were blown out the back. So the poor folks out here, you know, it's one thing to talk about these. I'm a meteorologist here. I'm in the Cincinnati area. It's one thing to see these on radar. I was looking at them last night, but it's another thing to be out here and see the folks coming out their doors and seeing the damage for the first time. And it humbles you a bit. So these poor folks out here, it's sad to see, but we're going to send it back to you guys.
Wow, Catherine, thank you. Thank you for that report. It's unbelievable, this damage there.
It's so
scariest moment of my life, honestly. We're lucky. We're lucky to be here.
Wow. While you were sleeping last night, the tornadoes were not. Powerful tornadoes touched down to the Midwest, leveling homes, causing catastrophic damage. 12 twisters hitting across Ohio overnight. Catherine Bodak from our Fox affiliate in Cincinnati joins us live in Dayton, Ohio, with one of the hardest hit cities as she looks around with the sun up. Catherine.
Hi, Brian. You know, it's a scenario that's playing out, you know, now that the sun's out, folks are now seeing the damage firsthand. And I've already talked with some of the individuals out here. This is most likely one of the harder hit areas. And you can see the trees and the siding of this house twisted around. You know, there's damage in the front and the back of that house. And as a meteorologist, that's usually a good indication that a tornado did touch down in this area. Sometimes when we talk about straight line winds, we talk about everything kind of that damage on one side, trees, power lines, all toppled over in one direction. This was one of the hardest hit houses on this street. Unfortunately for Jason is a principal here in the area. This is a month old. This house is brand new. Luckily, Jason and his wife and 2 kids, they made it to their safe spot on time. They have a little reading nook in their basement, and luckily their wife put that in, and it was a place for their kids to go, you know, to be safe. So they sure have a story, and again, a brand new home. Their family is safe. Again, they're with his parents. You can see Jason there looking at the damage. Again, this is a brand new home that was destroyed, and I think it goes to show you windows blown out there. These are people's homes. We're dealing with, you know, someone last night, you know, had to wake up to a very scary sound. You know, he had to take his kids down to the basement and get them to their safe spot. So these are real people here in the Midwest dealing with, you know, severe weather season. We had several tornadoes in our region, you know, most likely in the overnight. So we're only in one of the hardest hit spots. There's a lot of folks reeling from this today. Let's send it back to you.
Wow, and there's so much open space behind you. Catherine, thanks so much. Appreciate it. All right.
Thank you. Well, Catherine Bodak from our Fox affiliate in Cincinnati joins us live in Dayton, Ohio, where people have been waking up all morning long to just devastation, Catherine.
Oh, it's awful. You know, folks, they don't know what to do right now. They're even coming up to me asking, you know, well, what do I do next? And it's a sad situation because these are people's homes and they're waking up right now to see the damage. So right now, we are just 8 miles outside of the Dayton area. Behind me, you can see what was once a little auto shop. You can see kind of a classic car out in front. But you know how heavy those cinder blocks are. I mean, they are completely wiped off the top of that building there. Right here, you see these markings on on this truck, that means someone came in, very, very early. Even before we arrived here, we were here, at about 2 a.m. They went through and checked to see, if anybody needed help in these vehicles. So these are cleared. The houses are cleared. You'll notice that the houses also have, marks on those doors there. But check this out. Doesn't it look like a dollhouse? I mean, but this is someone's home. You'll notice those porcelain bathtubs. I know that those are very, very heavy bathtubs there. Those are kind of one of the only things that are sitting in those bathrooms, as again, the entire front of that house came off. Now, you can see the damage going across the road here. We have the siding as well as the insulation. Over on the other side of this street, we have an entire side of the garage that has been blown off. One of the teachers here, actually we have a principal of the local high school who lives very close to this area, and behind this area here, you'll see the school. And it's hard to see from this vantage point, but the entire roof on one side of it has been blown off. We're going to leave you here with one more marked car. You can see it down here, that white truck there. Something had to be strong enough to lift that truck up and drop it on top of that tree, and you can see coming out of it power lines. So just an important note, if there's power lines in your area, never go near them, even if they look inactive. Folks have been here out all morning, serving the damage, and quite a strong storm went through this area. Back to you.
All right, Catherine, thank you very much for that.
Thanks so much.
Unbelievable.